into your lineup then, just waiting for the Andrew Roberts Honda Civic to be retrieved back to the paddock by the recovery vehicle after his failure in the last race for the Nippons. We've got the result of that one to bring you straight after this next race for the Tricolor Trophy in the Hyundai Coupe Cup. So the man from Birmingham, Simon James, the man to beat in his very rapid Saxo, as the cars head off then for the green flag lap. First 3 rows occupied by French cars. Simon Miles in the ex-John Winter car at the front of the Hyundai Coupe grid. 7th overall. Looks like missing just one car, and that is Ian Collins, after his engine problems earlier on with his Citroen Saxo. Yes, I make it 26 cars out there, so we're just missing the one Citroen Saxo of former Clio racer Ian Collins. So Simon James starts as the overwhelming favourite here. He was like a cork in a bottle in race 1 behind fast starting Russ Thompson in his Clio. Once he got past the Renault, the Saxo was away and clear to take what was a fairly dominant win by flag 4. Andrew Mitchell, excellent drive through the field from mid-grid to take the final podium spot ahead of Kevin Jones. They had a great scrap all the way through race 1. While Simon Miles held off Paul Manyweathers and John Winter all the way. Matthew Plum joining that scrap towards the end of the race as well to take the win in the Hyundai Coupe Cup. The Carbonate sponsored Coupe Cup. Tricolor Trophy formerly sponsored by Happy Racer. There were some very happy races, I'm sure, after this one. Another 15-minute race then before we go into qualifying. We'll give you a bit of the action in qualifying for the Kumho BMW race before we go off the air for the day. We'll be back tomorrow, don't worry, with plenty more action. We've got the Your Irish Shop MR2 Racing Series. The CNC Head Sports and Saloons are back. The MGs, the Clio Cup Series. Kumho BMWs as well for 4 races tomorrow. The UK's most popular saloon car championships. Fine sight the grid makes then as it heads around like this green flag lap. A mixture of French and Korean material. The Coupes ran in with the MR2s last year, with 30 MR2s booked to race tomorrow. There just isn't room for the Coupes as well, which is why they're running with the Tricolor Trophy this weekend, formerly known as the French Car Trophy, sponsored by Performance French Car Magazine. Simon James, the man to beat in the Saxo, took a large number of wins last season, was only beaten a couple of times when he suffered car problems at Silverstone. Carl Chambers in a 306 was the winner on that occasion. And the cars head up to the grid then. Nobody with any problems around the green flag lap. Matthew Darlington back out in his blue 106 towards the back of the field, had some problems earlier on, both in qualifying and in race 1. He didn't set a lap in qualifying, had to drop out of race 1. So wet qualifying earlier on put the Coupes, the heavier cars, up towards the front of the grid in race 1, with Simon Miles taking pole. It's the smaller, lighter, marginally more manoeuvrable French machinery. Should be on top once again here. Simon James in pole, Russ Thompson in the Clio alongside him. So many Clios here this weekend in various classes. One car heading down the pit lane. Who is that? I think that's Kevin Jones in number 1. It is indeed. So we've got one non-starter. Kevin Jones in his Saxo from row 10 of the grid has pulled into the pit lane. That Peugeot 205, Andrew Mitchell could be a contender here if he gets a good start as well. We saw what he can do coming through the field from mid-grid in race 1. The 5-second board is held aloft then, the 8th final race of the day. About to get underway here at Rockingham. The pit straight now in shadow underneath the impressive grandstand. So about to get the race underway. We do so, and a poor start by the 78 car of Sonny Hardy. He almost stalls the Clio, drops back into the midfield, but it's Simon James who gets away well. So does Russ Thompson. The Saxo leads into the first corner. Sonny Hardy is already fighting back after almost stalling at the start round the outside of the Hyundai Coupes. Everybody else is away cleanly. So one non-starter by the look of things, Kevin Jones in his Saxo. He's still in the car though, we may see him join in the pack heading into Dean Hairpin for the first time. It's James who leads the way in the black Saxo ahead of the white Clio of Russ Thompson. Third place is the other Kevin Jones in his Renault Clio 200 Cup, and it looks like Gareth Nutley's got the Peugeot through into fourth position. Nutley dropping a little wide there at Gentwood. That was Simon Miles, I think, in the leading Hyundai Coupe. Everybody round the first section of the lap okay, and Kevin Jones, Welshman Kevin Jones, is joining in at the back after that brief pit visit in his Saxo. So Simon James leads then ahead of Russ Thompson as they head round Gracelands for the first time. Jones is third, then it's Nutley. Andrew Mitchell in his Peugeot 205 didn't get the start he wanted. He's up there in fifth position though, behind the 206. Simon Miles and John Winter head the Coupes. There's a good dice for third place in the Coupe class between Paul Manyweather's Matthew Plum, and is that Matthew Darlington up behind them already? It is. He's had a fantastic start in the 106, and he drives straight past the Coupes as if they're standing still coming down School Straight. There's a Clio battling with them as well. That's Paul Clothier, number 23. And Darlington, oh, as I say that, he slows up again. Commentators curse for Matthew Darlington. Sorry about that, Matthew. He's in trouble again. The Saxo and the Clio of James and Thompson already clear of the field then, half a second apart, but already 3.5 seconds clear of Kevin Jones in third place in his Clio. So it looks like we're going to see a repeat of Heat 1, of Race 1 for these two. Heat 1, you can tell I come from a short oval background, can't you? So everybody else across the line cleanly, except Matthew Darlington, who has stopped down at the Brook Esses. Is he on the track there? That means we could see a safety car. Take a look through the binoculars, as it looks like the Peugeot could well be parked right on the edge of the track there, so we may well see the safety car scrambled here. Let's see what race control decide. Kevin Jones has slowed up as well. Kevin Welsh Jones, as opposed to Kevin Yorkshire Jones. He's in third place, struggling along at the back in the Saxo. So James leads from Thompson. James Thompson, there's a name we've heard many times in saloon car racing over the years. They're 1 and 2 at the front. Coupes are still being led by Simon Miles, looking for his second win of the day. Second in that category is John Winter. Paul Manyweather's in number 10, the ex-Caterham star, in third. Andrew Mitchell on the back of Gareth Nutley's Peugeot 206 tries to pull alongside them. Oh no, you're not. Oh no, you're not getting past me, says the number 13, coming down School Straight, holds the place. Sonny Hardy is mixing it with the Coupe. He's recovering from his bad start, but the safety car is indeed coming out with Matthew Darlington's car in a dangerous position at the Brook Esses. So the safety car scrambled for the second time today, and this will eradicate the large advantage that Simon James and Russ Thompson had built up here. They'll have Kevin Jones right behind them. Let's take stock of the top 10 then. James, your leader. Russ Thompson second. Kevin Jones third. It's Gareth Nutley fourth. Andrew Mitchell is fifth. Sixth is the first of the Hyundais. That's Simon Miles. Seventh place, John Winter. Sonny Hardy's Clio is eighth. Paul Manyweather's ninth. It's Matthew Plum 10th ahead of Dan Blank. That's your top 10 as they run at the moment. Across the line, they slow up under the yellow flags. Take position behind the safety car. This gives number 1 Kevin Jones a chance to catch up as well, the Welshman. While the marshals and the recovery team remove Matthew Darlington's car parked on the edge of the track at the Brook chicane. Such a shame for Matthew. It made an electrifying getaway from the back of the grid, but after only a couple of laps, the cars let him down. Once again, the little 106. He's won his class many times in the CNC Heads Northwest Sports and Saloons with that car as well. He's competed in CSCC Tin Tops, as have a number of the drivers here today. Now there goes the other Kevin Jones, number 1. Newcomer to racing. He was down to race a Renault 5 Turbo today, but out in the Saxo instead. He's catching up to the back of the field after his early problems. He may well be going green flags once again this time though, because the Matthew Darlington Peugeot is in the pit lane on the back of the pickup truck. So it looks like we could well be going for a restart this time, only a couple of laps behind the safety car. The field is now nicely bunched up. Behind it is the yellow Clio pace car going to pull into the pit lane this time. Can't quite see the lights on top of it from here. Yes, it is going into the pits. We're going racing once again then with this Tricolor Trophy and Hyundai Coupe Cup combined race organised by the Track Attack Race Club. Green flag waves. We are racing once again, and Simon James makes a super restart in the Saxo. He blasts clear of Russ Thompson down the front straight. Jones in third place. Then we've got Nutley, Mitchell, and Simon Miles rather in the coupes next. Sonny Hardy passes John Winter up into 7th place overall after the start-finish line, behind Simon Miles now. Everybody else away cleanly. Andrew Glover passes Mark Engelbrecht. The Clio that spun off on the first lap of race 1, number 49, makes up a place. James already 1.7 seconds clear of Russ Thompson as the race recommenced. It's a piff-paff at the moment. The black Saxo leads the white Clio. It's another white Clio, the newer shape version of Kevin Jones in third place. Yeah, we've got Andrew Mitchell's 205. He's got ahead of Gareth Nutley in the 206. The race settles down once again then after the safety car period. The 206 is out. It was Jason Jesse under fire from the white 106 of Tony Hunter, regular Clio racer from Banbury over the last few years. Andrew Mitchell keeping Kevin Jones' sight, so we're almost seeing a repeat of race 1 here. If Sonny Hardy gets ahead of Simon Miles, top 10 is going to be virtually the same as it was in race 1. Except from being John Winters ahead of Paul Manyweathers in the Battle of the Coupes, second in there. One of the 206s there making a move into Tarzan, past Paul Clothier. That was Jason Jesse, the ex-Toyota Celica Nippon Challenge racer. There go the leaders, now 2.3 seconds between them, and unsurprisingly the fastest lap of the race for Simon James in the Flying Saxo, 134.798, so they're dipping into the 134s now. Sonny Hardy does indeed pass Simon Miles, the quicker Clio, up into 6th place. So with the exception of Winter and Manyweathers, we now have the same top 10 as we did in the first race. Leaders out on the back of the circuit once again. James pulling away from Russ Thompson. Kevin Jones, he lost 3rd place there, coming out again. Well, indeed he has. Andrew Mitchell's got the 205 ahead of the Clio once again. Simon James headlights ablaze on his very potent Saxo. So many wins for him in the Tricolor Trophy last season. Sponsored by pug1off.com. By right, he should be racing a Persian, shouldn't he? That's a sponsor. We shall see. Time may tell on that. Jones losing a bit of ground to Andrew Mitchell now. They're clear of Gareth Nutley in 5th place. It's about to be taken by Sonny Hardy as they come into Tarzan. Hardy in the Clio goes up into 5th position, making up for his bad start. He's back up into 5th place now. 7th behind those two is Simon Miles, leading John Winter, Paul Manyweathers, Matthew Plum and Dan Blake in the 5 Hyundai Coupes. Behind them, Tony Hunter's 106. Then Jason Jesse. Andrew Glover from the back of the grid is up behind them, ahead of the next of the coupes. That, I think, is Ian Brunning's car. With maybe Alex Kersley. Those cars are similar from the distance. It is Kersley next in the order, I think. Gap between the leaders now, 2.3 seconds. Another quick lap for Simon James. About the same as Russ Thompson, so the gap has stabilised between those two at the front of the field. Is John Winter closing in? Yes, he is. 3 tenths of a second quicker on that last lap than Simon Miles for the battle for the lead of the Coupe Cup. 75 round the outside there. Robert Buckland ahead of John Moore. Clio against 106 further down the order as well. They're currently fighting for 20th place. Jason Jesse is behind them. Something happened to the 206 pilot on that last lap. Does a lap time of 146, so that's on the pace, that lap. So just a lost ground earlier in the race out of my sight there. Must have had a moment somewhere. 2 leaders heading up into the Brook chicane. There's 5 minutes of the race left. About 3 more laps to go, I would wager. Simon James ahead of Russ Thompson. Still Andrew Mitchell in that giant-killing 205 GTI in third place. Real modern classic, that car. We've seen Curtis Mitchell racing with him in another 205 in the past. It's only Andrew out there for the family this weekend. There goes Kevin Jones in his Clio in fourth position. Sonny Hardy's Clio has now pulled away to fifth ahead of the squabbling Hyundai Coupes. Looking for Gareth Nutley, we seem to have lost the silver 206 somewhere around the lap. Where has the number 13 car gone? Lost Gareth Nutley's Peugeot. Can't see him anywhere around the circuit. Keep an eye out for him as the race goes on. He's disappeared somewhere. So 3.5 minutes of the race to go then. Kevin Jones trying to make a move here into Gracelands. That's a brave move on the inside of Andrew Mitchell, but he's done it. He's made it stick as well. Good move by Kevin Jones out of nowhere there, back up into third position ahead of Andrew Mitchell. Two leaders are well clear. They're heading into the Brook S's. James still ahead of Thompson. What's the gap going to be this time? It was 2.12 seconds. James cross line to complete his seventh lap of the race. Gap down to 2.675 seconds, half a second quicker on that previous lap. Simon James than Russ Thompson. He's heading for win number 2 today as long as the car holds together. Here comes the third place fight. Kevin Jones against Andrew Mitchell, the Clio in the 205. Sonny Hardy on his own in fifth position. So we've lost the Peugeot of Gareth Nutley, the 206. I can't see him anywhere around the circuit at the moment. He's out of the race. Into the closing stages now, just over 2 minutes to go. He's the leading 206 now, will be the number 21 car of Jeff McCall in 12th place. He comes towards us at the start-finish line now in quite a sizable group of cars here. He's got one of the Hyundai Coupes up behind him. That's the number 88 car of Alex Kersley. The battle of the Coupes there between Mark Engelbrecht and the 18 of Ian Brunning. They're having a good little scrap. Simon James lapping a couple of back markers as he goes into one. Coupes ahead of him. That's number 11 of Anthony Lonsdale, about to go a lap down. Racing newcomer here this weekend, Anthony Lonsdale. There goes James. There goes Thompson. He's just lapped the number 1 car of Kevin Jones. 2.26 seconds in it this time. We may well get the checkered flag. There's only 1 minute 20 left on the clock, so it may well be checkered flag this time. Wait to see if they do get another lap out of this. Still the fight is on for the lead of the Coupe Cup. 3 cars line astern. Paul Manyweathers has now got past John Winter into second place in that group. It's John's old car driven by Simon Miles, who's still leading that division in 6th position overall, with the loss of Gareth Nutley's Peugeot. So we're in the closing stages here of the racing today at Rockingham on this very packed weekend of motorsport. Race day live here on Downforce UK Radio. There's Andrew Glover making up another place past Dan Blake in his Hyundai up into 10th position. Are we going to get a checkered flag this time? Where is Simon James? He's coming up towards the Brook S's. Might just get another lap in here, but I think I can see the marshal getting the checkered flag ready. Is it going to be checkered flag for Simon James this time? Russ Thompson has closed up a little on the Saxo. Checkered flag is at the ready this time, and it is 2 wins out of 2 for Simon James, punching the air as he crosses the line. The Saxo wins. Russ Thompson second, separated by 2.1 seconds, so a little closer than race 1. who is going to be third. It looks like it's going to be Andrew Mitchell, who's back ahead of Kevin Jones. So Andy Mitchell's 2:05 rather, is going to defeat the Clio of Kevin Jones for the second race in a row to take third position. Here they come across the line. Andrew Mitchell in the 2:05 takes third place, wins Class B. Fourth goes to Kevin Jones. Fifth will be Sonny Hardy in his Renault Clio. Sixth place is the fight for the lead in the coupe class. Paul Manyweathers trying to chase down Simon Miles here. Is he going to get him into the Brook S's for the last time? The very experienced former Caterham man. He's right on the tail of Simon Miles. He's having a look as they come out of the Brook S's, but I don't think he's going to do it. Power their way onto the banking for the last time, and the second Coupe Cup win of the weekend goes to Simon Miles. 2 out of 2 for him, flashes the lights as he comes home. Manyweather's second, and John Winter just behind him in third, 8th place overall. 9th overall is going to go to Dan Blake, or is it? Oh, photo finish there. Dan Blake and Tony Hunter in the Peugeot. Blake gets it by 1,000th of a second, virtually a photo finish there between the two of them. Dan Blake gets 9th, Tony Hunter 10th, Matt Plum drops to 11th place. Andrew Glover is next home in 12th. Then it's Alex Kersley, and the rest of them come home. So welcome back after that short break, race fans. We've got the result for you of our last race of the day. The Come Home BMW is just coming out for their qualifying session ahead of their races tomorrow. So we'll bring you the results of the Tricolor Trophy and Coupe